Whew, what's up? Like my t-shirt, Black Mental Health Matters. Yeah, y'all get it one day. This your man Rico the opinionist. Just chilling. Just want to share a couple of thoughts real quick. I'm not going to be long with this one, but what's up, my YouTube folks? I need to like, share, and subscribe. I think I'm 8, 9, 10. Y'all know I'm about 225 subscribers away from 1,000. A little over 1,000, and I need y'all to do me a watch the video so I can get. I need about 2,000 watch hours, 1,500. But just to make it on the safe side, I need 2,000 watch hours. Meaning I need y'all to watch the videos and watch them so I can get that time up. Because we're listening to the Rico the Opinionist podcast, and so we're gonna. I just want to talk about this topic really quickly because it's all over the news, and it's for me it's like a part two of me talking about this particular person. That is Anthony Edwards. Y'all remember the NBA player who who the 38 year old, I think he's like 22, 23 or something, and she's like 38, 39. She purposely got pregnant by him so she can try to get some money, and then she got pregnant in Atlanta, but she tried to have the baby in California, in LA. Because, they rip these dudes apart in those LA courts. But the judge is like, nah, helper, you got pregnant in Atlanta, you go to laws. And so they went through all of that. You remember he said, I don't want anything to do with the kid. You either beat it, go away, because it wasn't like that. He even gave her money for the abortion. She kept the money and spent it on herself. That's not what he was trying. He didn't want a kid, but when someone's worth $50 million, these chicks, If you worth $300 or $100,000, they want you. They want some of that check. And so it turns out, like everyone only had that baby to get a check. So the rulings came out, and he was ordered to pay whatever a month, but he decided to pay all 18 years because he can do it. He decided to pay 18 years of child support with one check and get it out of the way. And I know it's a lot of guys that wish they can do that. Right? I guess you have to get your weight up or wear a condom to make sure you don't have to do something like that. But the reaction to it has been, it's not really been split, because I'll say 80% of people like, that's right, man. That's right, brother. That's right. Get out your face, get out your life, and you can go head on. And there are some people like, well, I understand that, he didn't want the kid. He told her, he did all those things. She still had the baby anyway. But I just can't see myself leaving my seed. These dudes that talk on the internet, man, all of y'all, go ahead on with that shit. Those days are over. Simpology is not what's played today. What's at today? There's a lot of simps, and of course, but it was a lot of ladies who would cheering him on, like, that's right, because Stevie Wonder can see that this is unfair. And isn't it interesting that the only person who seems to be having sex is the guys? Isn't that interesting? Well, he should have put on the condom. Every time I hear a man or a woman say that, first of all, I think the man is weird whenever he says that. Because people talk as if we're in 1925 and not 2025. Both parties can protect themselves from having sex. I mean, from getting pregnant, or the woman, basically. The man can volunteer, to protect himself if he truly doesn't want to kiss. Yeah, he should be wearing protection. But how come in 2025, when we can talk to people on our watches, we can check our heart with Fitbits and all that kind of stuff, we can manually control drones in the sky with a handheld, but no one knows, and women don't realize that sex holds the most weight, or she garners the risk, and he can only get her pregnant when she allows him to. So when people start talking like that, we need to wear a condom. What you're saying, ladies and simp ass dudes, is be careful when you have sex with this certain group of people, or when you have sex with these chicks, because they have sex with you with penalties. They have sex with you for punishment. What happened in the good old days of both parties wanting some casual sex, and both parties, and it is what it is, they're both adult about it. These ladies have now used not only sex, but pregnancy and birth of children as a weapon to try to destroy men who say, you knew there was a one-night stand, and that only happened mainly when the woman knows that it was a one-night stand. That poor baby who won't have a father unless she cleans up her life, lose about 60 pounds, get herself a college degree, get her a real career, and then she makes herself presentable as a lady. If y'all seen this out of shape, this overweight, heavy BMI having ass heifer under the guise of being an Instagram thought at 38, 39 years old. Oh ho. She child of daddy. It'd be a stepdaddy because biological didn't want to bother. Shout out to Skill. And so people are saying, well, that's unfair. It's that baby's innocent. I hate when chicks say that. Chicks always up for other women's fuckery. It's the weirdest thing. The baby's an innocent one. So what's the fuck that supposed to mean? What is it supposed to mean? Are you saying it to the man or are you saying it to the woman? Because the man didn't give birth to no baby. The woman did. Men can't get pregnant. Women can. And y'all know them and purposely had that poor innocent baby for a check. Now he has other baby mamas. He has children that he wants and that he actually spends time with. You can't make dudes be around children who they say they didn't want. And why would you want a man to be around a baby he told you he didn't want? Well, you want to mistreat the kid? What's wrong with you broads? And you simps? You're crazy. If a man says, I don't want you and I don't want that baby, and here it is. If he doesn't want you, man, what makes you think he wants something that comes out of you? Get away, leave him alone, move on about your life. But see, the laws are so messed up that it gets to poke into his life, poke into his bank account, poke at him. You know, and it's not fair. But thing is, I'll say this, guys, if you don't want a baby, stop hitting her raw, because you know these chicks ain't shit. Just learn to wear a condom or learn to get pregnant by a group of folks who believe in self-accountability. Why would you, if you're not married to somebody, why would you allow yourself to get pregnant by somebody you're not married to and who doesn't want you? Why would you do that? Then start talking like a teenager. Well, you know, if you had sex, we're going to get pregnant. Who talks like that over 25 years old? People who ain't shit. He can't have sex without your permission. He can't have sex with you unless you spread your legs. He can't get you pregnant unless you purposely don't use intro. So now, and as ignorant, evil, and as manipulative a lot of women are when it comes to bringing children into the world, black children are hardly born out of parenthood. There are a bunch of majority of black kids are babies and babies for barter or for manipulation. Poor black kids, they grew up so unloved. And then people put this lie out, black men don't be leaving their families. First of all, one stand isn't a family helper. Casually connecting or hooking up, that's not a family helper. This is a family. Husband, wife, or committed man and woman under one roof. They pay bills. He goes out and work or she goes out and work. They both work. They're building something and they have a baby and they have a family because they're still together. You going out getting your junk knocked off after the club, that's not a family. You casually kicking with athletes because they got money, it's not a family yet. So y'all stop saying stupid crap like, you know, these black men be leaving their families and you ignorant Negro simps. Well, you know, I don't know how he can leave his seed. If the DNA hadn't been done, that ain't none of your damn seed. Y'all understand? So we're going to have, and guys, please, I'm always on my social media begging you, stop participating in creating single mothers. They can become a single mama without your sperm, you idiot. You irresponsible dickwad. Why do y'all do that? Why do you look for manhood in your penis? Why do y'all need to get women pregnant in order to prove that you a man? Gay dudes get chicks pregnant too, fool. So that doesn't work anymore. Where is the responsibility? Most importantly, I say black folks don't like black kids because the kids will be having these damn kids without fathers. And these mamas who really don't want the kids, you don't get pregnant because you think someone has some money. Because you're not going to half raise them. You're going to put them on the internet and show everybody, especially the baby light skin or peanut butter, got curly hair. You're going to showcase them. Then when they get to be 8 years old and you still, now you want to try to do you, they're going to get on your nerves because you didn't want the baby in the first place. Yeah, I said it, debate it later. Stop producing black children when, number one, just to get some money or try to keep a guy. What else? Blackmail, trying to keep a relationship. And oh yeah, and guys, because you looking for manhood. It's crazy. Did I just tell y'all black mental health matters? I know there's a reason why I put this t-shirt on. Black mental health matters. I act like y'all lost y'all damn minds. And then first thing y'all want to look upside the heads of men and women who are over 30 don't have any children. Something's wrong with us. But y'all having all these damn children. No plan, no togetherness, no nothing. No money. Or not, or even a feeling of love for the kid. You don't even want it. But he's worth $50 million. So, and then other people saying crap like, well, what they say? It's a lot of bullshit. Well, when that child grows up, he might become a professional football player or maybe become something special, and he gonna regret that. No, he's not. But you know what? If that child gets 18 years old and he seeks him out, only thing I'll say is, hey man, Anthony, that child decides to seek you out at 18 or 19 or 20, whatever, open your door and say hello to him. And tell him the truth. I didn't want you like that. Your mama only got pregnant on purpose because she knew I had money. She didn't want you either. And tell him the truth. But it's nice to meet you, young brother. No, and inside, if you want to have a relationship with that kid, or if you want, y'all work it out. As grown men, y'all can work it out then. But you have to be pressured in doing something. When a man gives a woman money to get an abortion, ma'am, that should tell you something right there. And then you take the money and you take it and spend it, but then you have the baby and then you try to get the courts, get your daddy to make him take care of something he gave you money to not have. Where the fuck they do that at? Oh, in America. Oh, in these various states. And in closing on this, because I can go on and on, this just gets on my damn nerves. Shout out to Anthony. You know, Anthony Condom, brother. Because you got baby mamas, you're not even 25 yet. You got baby mamas, you ain't gonna have no money. Because you don't know how to control your penis. And you need to seek therapy, brother. Call me. Well, let's talk about your need for manhood through your penis. Why? What's going on? What happened to you as a child? And not just a lot of black dudes. Get at me. Let's talk about what's going on. How have you been trained that your manhood is below your belt buckle and not your heart, your chest and up? That's what manhood is, up here, not down there. That's just a reproductive organ. You should be a man before you even decide to try to co-reproduce a kid or co-create. Anyway, gentlemen, those of you who are crying about child support, get off your ass and become politically aware and become politically active and changing these child support laws. Because I guarantee you, if you're able to become a state representative and you get or get a hold of a state representative, put some in his campaign what's that? His campaign war chest. Slip him an envelope, a per envelope. It doesn't matter if Republican, Democrat, Independent. Slip them some money. So this is what I need y'all to do. Don't invite them over. Have it done. Invite them over. I say this is what we need you to do as a group of men. We'd like for you to begin the process of changing these family court laws, changing these with two things. All we're asking for: either do away with child support payments. Child support being forced to pay for insurance, do away with that, or change the laws and make everything 50-50 after a required DNA test has been done. Make everything 50-50. Make paying for the child's insurance, child's food, pay for the child's clothing, pay for the child's, medical insurance, and child support. Make everything 50-50, and I guarantee you, you'll see a huge drop in out-of-wedlock. Because the ladies are cheap as shit. They don't want to pay nothing. That's why they go to courts, because they don't want to pay anything. So yeah, that's how it should be. So guys, y'all get off the internet whining about child support. Number one, wear a condom. Because condoms not only prevent HIV, but they also prevent KID. It's your man Rico the Opinionist. Please like, subscribe. Come on, I need about 220 more. 220 more subscribers. I need y'all to watch these videos about 2,000 more hours. I'll be ready for that podcast, the monetization. I'm ready for us to turn this into our own podcast. Put on the mic at the phone lines, and we're gonna talk to each other. So let's build this thing together. Again, your man Opinionist. My Cash App is there, $ Rico Rivers MSW. I'll talk to y'all in the future. Hey, continue to like, share, and subscribe. Peace.